So today we're going to discuss the career trajectory as a project manager slash program manager, what that career path looks like, what type. So today we're going to discuss the career trajectory as a project manager slash program manager, what that career path looks like, what type of courses and education would be required for that, um, what type of jobs you can get, with the certifications that you can accrue with that, and what you can do like an example job discussion or job posting in there as well. So the education path for project management. Um, for undergrad, that would be pursuing some sort of business or applied management program. And if you are going for a grad degree, then some type of MBA. If they have a degree with a project management minor or emphases in it, then that would be a suggestion as well. The biggest thing here is going to be certification, 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 certification. The biggest certification that I would recommend is going to be the project management professional certification or PMP certification. Another option is a Scrum Master certification and then Six Sigma certification. Six Sigma ranges from, I believe, white belt to a master black belt. But the fundamental knowledge certification is going to be the yellow belt. So that's why that one is suggested and listed there. Some professional organizations that I think that you should get involved in if this is the path that you are pursuing. The Project Management Institute is the institute or organization that certifies project management professionals. So that's where you will get your PMP certification from. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is going to be a good one for networking, whether that is now in your early stages when you're, still in your program or still trying to figure out what you want to do with your path, while you're job searching. And then even if you're in a position as a project manager, a lot of times you'll be doing some hiring. So there's also a potential for you to have to recruit, and LinkedIn is a good place for you to be for that as well. The Scrum Alliance. Scrum goes hand in hand with project management and business analysis and data analysis. In project management, you're working with a lot of numbers and data as well. So Scrum certification and Scrum Alliance is a professional organization that I would recommend that you join as well. There are some volunteer opportunities here, not only just as a asset in the community, but a part of the project management certification process is to maintain some hours of project experience. I believe you have to have project experience hours to even before you get certified, but then after you are certified to keep that certification active, there are some hours that you'll have to collect there. Some volunteer opportunities would include maybe managing some small projects or implementations at work. If your job is implementing something new for benefit management or payroll, or if they are implementing a new workflow on how you submit inquiries or tickets or whatever the case is, if there's an opportunity for you to help out in that project in any way, that would be an opportunity to get some hands-on experience as well. Your local nonprofits and small businesses, they'll have, implementation work or different event planning or coordination work that would need to be done, and that is a good way to pick up some of those volunteer experience hours. Or, and again, small party or event coordination, if you have a friend, colleague, family member that their graduation season is coming up, if there's a graduation party or celebration that you can put together, or help in the coordination or event planning process, that would be a very good volunteer opportunity for you to get some of those project management hours or experience as well. For PMP certification requirements, there are no necessarily education requirements. A college degree is not necessary. You can be PMP certified with a high school diploma or associate's degree. The biggest difference there is that with a degree, your minimum months of professional project management experience will only have to be 36. Without a degree, that number is 60. The process for project management certification, for one, is to create an account on the home of Project Management Institute. Again, Project Management Institute is who distributes the certifications for PMP. They'll also have information about the exam, about places where you can prep. Some of the approved prep courses or sites that they have will be, and information like that will be on their website. Then submit your experience. I think that that would require, some detailed project roles, which you would get from that small project volunteer experience. Some of you may already have project management experience in an actual project manager role. If you have experience in the business analyst role, then you have project management experience. If you have led a small project on a team, led a group project, you have project management experience. So you're submitting that experience in there as well. And then you fulfill the 35-hour requirement of training, and that's usually the PMP prep course. I think that GCU has a PMP course that you could take. It does not lead to certification, but it leaves you prepared to be ready to sit for certification. And usually any of your local community colleges, or if you see a PMP prep course, that's usually what it is. It's a course that trains you and prepares you for the certification exam that also gives you that 35-hour requirement. Exam fees, if you are a PMI member, exam fees are $425 and $675 for non-members. And then passing the exam. The exam consists of 180 questions. 42% of those questions covering people, 50% covering business processes, and 8% covering the business environment. The exams are, I think you have to take them at a testing center. Not like at home or anything like that. You do have to take them at a testing center, but you do get 130 minutes total to complete the exam. And then an example of your ideal job description after, and I kind of tried to include all components of the job description in the middle. As you can see, the title of the job as a project manager. I wouldn't get too hung up. I try not to get too caught up on titles for positions. Different organizations and companies have different way of titling things. It could be a project manager. It could be a project coordinator. It could be a program manager. It could be a program coordinator. Project assistant, anything, business analyst, data analyst. Those all jobs have project management components to it. What you really want to pay attention to, though, is the qualifications and responsibilities of the role. Provide day-to-day leadership and overall management of project activities. One of the biggest components of project management is delegating. So you want to make sure, if that's the vertical that you want to stay on, there's different verticals within project management. You could be a construction project manager. You could be a project manager that has specific vertical within healthcare. So you just want to really focus on the responsibilities and qualifications. The biggest one would be anything that they're usually typically asking for some type of certification, whether that be a PMP certification, whether that be a SHRM certification, whether that be some type of Scrum certification, something that shows that agile framework and mindset that you have. And then how the program that I'm currently in affects this. The Master of Artificial Intelligence program supports goals of becoming a project manager, especially with the trajectory of AI and technology. There's a huge, need, if not now, incoming to manage some of the AI implementations and transitions that are going on. So there's definitely a need for the knowledge of AI in project management. And then how these steps will complete my steps in transition. For one, gaining the skills needed to be successful as an AI project manager. As I said, there's going to be a lot of room and space for implementation and growth and research to happen in AI, and that's going to take some project management skills as well. Also fully engaging in the coursework by focusing on understanding both the technical and practical applications of artificial intelligence. Trying to go beyond the basic requirements by practicing coding, analyzing data, and working on real-world projects whenever possible. Second is planning on gaining hands-on experience through internships, work opportunities, and project-based learning. There are many opportunities within the job that I have now to get project management experience. I'm doing event coordination, I'm doing event setup, I'm doing networking, business to business, I'm handling budgets, I'm handling I'm responsible for a lot of things and a lot of people. I'm delegating tasks. So there's opportunity for me to really hone in on those skills and get hands-on experience with those skills. But then there's also a lot of opportunity to me to step outside of what I'm doing at work with some nonprofits, with the church, doing some work with the church. There's events coming up. With that around back to school, there will be some things to do, some back to school events or giveaways around the holidays. There's some chances to do that with some of their local small businesses or some of my family that owns businesses as well. So there's a lot of opportunity there to get some hands-on experience through small project engagement. And then also pursuing project management certifications after I complete a master's in artificial intelligence as well, to strengthen leadership and organizational skills. But then also just with a recruiting background, I know that one of the most important things outside of education is certification. So completing that as well. And then networking and mentoring, why that is important throughout the process. Everything is about what and who you know. No, I'm not working in the AI field now, but I do eventually want to. So I'm starting to grow that network and build that network now. One of the easiest and quickest ways to do that is on LinkedIn. This is just such fast pace with everything technology. But I'm also out in my territory. For one, it's part of my job right now, which is kind of a cool thing. But out in the territory, making connections with anybody, even if I see someone at the grocery store, if I'm sitting in a restaurant and I hear a conversation that could, that sparks my interest or could lead to something, I'm jumping into that conversation and networking. I just had a meeting for the first time with who will be my professional development coach. She was my direct report when I did an internship for the technology firm here at Ferguson Enterprises. And she's now transitioned to executive coaching and leadership. Um, but she came back to me and was like, hey, I want to mentor you and help you grow professionally. But that was a network connection that I had made almost 10 years ago. And now she's coming back to continue to mentor me and grow me as a professional and future executive. So it's very important for networking and mentoring for one to it's just always good to sharpen your skills and to always learn new things and stay educated. But also, you never know what type of opportunities could arise from the network that you build.